Hi Pisces, and welcome to your June 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about the month ahead of June. I hope you're all doing really well, and what a breath of fresh air this reading appears to be. A lot of the readings up to this point, as I guess I have done 10 of them so far. It's been a tough and challenging month, but for Pisces, it's looking more like a month off, or it's looking more like a wonderful healing time. Jupiter has moved out of your sign. It's in Aries. And while it's always great to have Jupiter in our signs, it can kind of be like the foils of abundance, or the pressure that having a lot to sort through can bring. Sometimes, sugar is great. It tastes wonderful, but it can also lead to cavities, and it can cause all kinds of weird little decisions to come up as well. So Jupiter is now moving on to your collective second house, which should be a nice time of increased abundance and less pressure. And I think that it's just a load off for you. So I think the entire month about June for you is about vacation, wonderful time to get married, wonderful time to be on a vacation, wonderful time to take more breaks, to work less hours, and to receive more for that. So the Temperance, the World, the Fool, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, all beautiful. 6 out of 8, easily positive and healing for you. You also have the Death card and the Knight of Swords, indicating a really quick transformation or a really quick shaping up. So I feel that this month could be used to just drastically increase your health. You could see very quickly that you make a fast decision to, remove something from your diet, or add something that really, really helps you. So, green drinks, vegetables, more fruits, more nutritious and healthy experiences will be really good for you. Also, I feel that you're having a beautiful creative expansion this month. Page of Wands and the Fool. It's a wonderful time to start a new creative project. It's a wonderful time for any type of conception. If you're wanting to have children, it's wonderful now. If you're wanting to create anything, or form a business, create any type of greater resolution as well. Really, resolution is a great keyword for you all, as that might be the best thing to craft here. Like, I know that by this time I will be connecting to my purpose. There's a much larger landscape for you now that you've had Jupiter go through your sign, and you've had some type of Jupiter return, whether it's just conjunct your sun, or if you had Jupiter in Pisces as well. Now you have a change in goal, or you have a change in cause, or you have an evolution. I don't even want to call it, this is not so much a change as it is an evolution. Of course, an evolution by default is a change, but a change isn't always an evolution. So that's an interesting thing to see here. So making sure that any change that you do implement is reminiscent of evolution, and that all of your changes indicate some type of greater evolution, or some type of greater connection to your soul momentum, as it's almost hard not to be there. It's one of the most positive energies I'm feeling, Pisces, and just have fun with it. Have fun with this evolving. Have fun with this juncture that is here for you as well, with the Fool and the Death card coming up in the World. You have beginning and ending here. You have more health. Death moving towards the Temperance card is also very auspicious. This is one of the most positive readings that I've done in a long time. Let's talk about your week to week. Week number 1, the Death card, rooted down by the Two of Cups. End or beginning of a relationship, or of a way of self-perception. So you see yourself differently now. In fact, I would interpret this more as relationship with self for you. You're seeing your reflection and your cause in a different light now, and that's really positive. That's really yummy. I think there's something that's very much like healed about previous insecurities, or about previous pains, that is gone. So that previous, unyielding voice that said you've got to work harder, you've got to take down your expectations, you can't do that, you aren't applicable to be in that place, you need to stay here and embrace this feeling of poverty. All of that is gone, and you can't even connect to it anymore, and people who were representatives of that in your life can't connect to you. There's no connecting point there. So take a look at who you can't connect to anymore. They might very well have been a driving force to keep you down, or to keep you impoverished or disconnected from your true calling. So this is really a transformative point, a turning point for you, Pisces, where no longer do you mourn those people who aren't around you anymore. No longer do you mourn those people who abandoned, betrayed, or detached from you. You now see them as what they were, which was a catalyst to keep you away from where your soul wanted to be. So that becomes a victory, right? So this is where betrayal becomes a victory. This is where pain from the past becomes a tool. This is where basically you are super empowered and there's no detracting from it. You can try all you want. If you have a habit of like self-deprecation, or if you have a habit of toning yourself down inappropriately, it's just going to basically be hard. Okay, it's going to be like, I can't do it. I just, as much as I try to spin this situation in a negative light, as much as I try to feel bad for where I'm at, I really just can't, because there's something so great on the horizon. Week number 2, Knight of Swords rooted down by the Page of Wands. More positive creative development, fast creative development. This is fast ideas. This is quick concepts. This is quick solutions. Also, it's desire. It's connecting to desire. It's connecting to expansion. It's connecting to resolution. And there can almost be like a faintness or like a level of stimulation or a level of happiness that almost leads you to feel like, whoa, am I like out of touch? Am I here? Am I dreaming? There's almost like a ethereal quality to this ease and to this clear resolution. It's like, as a Pisces, you're like, gosh, I've been confused for so many years, or I've been completely like out of health, or I've been totally unsure about how to move forward. And it's almost like what's the word? It's almost disorienting to have things so good. So that's an enjoyable thing if we let it be. Week 3, Knight of Pentacles rooted down by the Fool. Beautiful. New business endeavors, new ways of providing yourself wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Taking more of an equity look instead of like a work look is good. I've been talking to the other signs about this month, about how, there is a limit of like what our work or what like the money that we work for can do. At the end of the day, it really becomes about reputation. It becomes about driving force. It becomes about problem solving, and it becomes about a greater connection to or proximity to natural resources and energy. That's really where prosperity is. It's always good to bridge the gap. It's always good to get that job or to get that salary or to, work and be like a entrepreneur or something like that. That will do it too, but eventually there's like a moving away from that and into a more resourceful place and more of a solution-oriented place rather than a work for money place. Okay, so there's a evolution there for everyone here, or there should be, where we're not so much looking at the exact figures, or we're not so much thinking, I want to make that per hour, or I want to make that salary, or I want to think about the money aspect before I think about what I'm doing. That is really keeping us in a certain glass ceiling or beneath a certain glass ceiling. Now it's becoming more about, I need to solve this problem, or I need to be in this place, or I need to be doing what I'm specialized in, rather than about the money. So this is where that cutting back and that surplus that many of us have been implementing now gives us the momentum to make that possible. And then it brings us to more prosperity and abundance. Week 4, Temperance rooted down by the World. What an ovation. Okay, the energy of ovation, the energy of health and happy endings. It's almost like a happy ending there in the 4th week. And also the sunset background that I selected for this month's tarot scape. Okay, yes, I feel that many of you are watching a sunset during that time. It is like the energy of like the most beautiful sunset, okay, for you in the 4th week. It is the energy of compelling endings. And we're just so excited. Like sometimes when you're on a vacation that you love and you get back and you're just so excited to crawl in bed and wake up and experience the next day of the vacation or the next part of it. But there's not really like a rush or a tiresomeness to it. It's just like true belated happiness. That's what I feel for you in the 4th week. And you're being called to start to create happier stories in your life, or you're being called maybe to really get out of that ghastly and nervous and paranoid or unsure place, decisions that have the pressure of the world on our shoulders. I mean, we're moving out of that stuff. And Pisces, I think, really is being a leader in showing us how we move out of that and how we also allow those problems to resolve themselves by moving out of that, or by being happier, healthier, and more willing to stand by healthy endings and healthy conclusions that bring about the beginnings and the prologues that we truly need now and further ahead in 2023. So anyway, Pisces, I'm going to wrap up your reading on that note. It's one of the most beautiful readings I've done in a long time. I'm keeping it short and simple. I'm not going to try to really pry into this or deconstruct this any further. I will, however, do an extended reading for you on Patreon. I will get a central theme, 2 supporting themes, and an overarching significator card to detail for you more about accepting happiness and accepting happy endings, ovations, sunsets, and prosperity. So let's look into that. I'm very excited to see what comes up there. And I'm very excited to see what could come up on top of this. I think that it will be a beautiful extended reading. If you haven't checked out the Patreon page yet, I recommend it. I do weekly premium forecasts that are only available over there. And I do all of these readings early, ad-free, with extended counterparts. So come check it out, and I will link it below and in the center of your screen now. Thank you, Pisces. Have a wonderful month. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's talk soon. Bye.